Hello guys, my name is Franklina Yaboa. Today I'll be discussing with you guys on the topic community food education. This topic is meant to persuade and to teach or to educate my community and classmates that eating of junk food is not a healthy way of living. The education of food in our community is important because it promotes a healthier lifestyle. It plays an essential role of building a community, and it helps to teach the younger generations the implications of food wasting. Driving from Columbia, Maryland to Laurel, Maryland last weekend out of curiosity, I decided to count how many burger chains and restaurants there are on the road. To my surprise, I came across about 15 burger chains and restaurants, and this does not include the food courts at both the Columbia Mall and the Laurel Mall. This was a 20 minutes ride from my house to where I was going. If I asked myself if I was to drive for about 10 more minutes, how many burger chains and restaurants will I come across? Most Americans' households have forgotten about the duties of cooking for their families, and as a result, there have been a rapid increment in burger chains and restaurants in our community. During my research on this topic, I was very shocked to come across the attribution of obesity and the number of children that goes hungry or that remains hungry just in the United States. If 7 million kids go hungry just in the United States, then what will be the number of kids that goes hungry worldwide? Citing from foodtoday.org, an organization that promotes community food education at schools and also promotes a healthy living, states that 1/3 of children in the United States are overweight or obese, and the total healthcare cost attributable to obesity could reach up to $957 billion by the year 2030. At the same time, 17 million children in the United States remain hungry. What is more is that as a result of obesity-related diseases, these generations of children are predicted to be the first to die at a younger age than their parents. Our community today has forgotten about the fact that fast food and other junk foods are not good for their health, and this is why the need of community food education is important, because it promotes a healthier lifestyle, it plays an essential role of building a community, and it also helps teach our younger generations the implications of food wasting. To start with, the need of community food education is important because it promotes a healthier lifestyle. From the Hunger Center organization, community food education is a guide to encourage people about the type of choices they make related to their diets. Educating our community about the choices they make when it comes to the food they eat is very important. With this education, it will highlight some of the risk factors of junk food consumption, which will help our community to make a healthy choice when it comes to the food we eat. If we educate our community about their food intakes, it will allow them to make better choices, like growing most of the food and eating homemade food rather than choosing fast food as their meals. 2. The need of community food education is important because it plays an essential role of building a community. Most families in today's community have separated due to the fact that they do not have time for family. A time to sit with their family at a dining, eating and communicating with each other. Family times have been discontinued due to the fact that most parents are working overtime just to provide. Most families are working overtime just to provide for their families and children, and due to this, most family members have turned to junk food joints or fat food joints for survival or daily meals. Having community food education day at our schools in our communities can teach our parents and children to try to limit the amount of hours they work during the week, and in order to help them cook for their families and also be able to talk to their families about their family needs. The need of community food education is important because it helps to teach the younger generations the implementations of food wasting. How many times have you throw away food at the end of the day just because of the fact that your kids touch the food but refuse to eat it or finish it? According to the Western journalism, an estimate of $4 million that school lunches have been wasted in trash daily. Most of these food trash in the fruits, vegetables that provides better nutrients. If this amount of money is being trashed every day in school lunches, then I wonder how much money will be tossed in the trash if the government decides to inspect each household and the amount of food they waste daily. Teaching our younger generations that the importance of fruits and vegetables will reduce the $4 million that will be trashed every day. Educating our younger generation about the importance of food in our community and how other children in other parts of the world are starving due to the lack of food will put these 4 million lunches into a better use. Though going out with families every now and then to spend time together and eating from a restaurant is not a bad thing. It is to create time for your family. It creates family togetherness, but this should not become an everyday habit. To conclude, clearly the advantages of community food education outweighs the disadvantages. I therefore urge my audience to take a stand and to educate our upcoming generation on the importance of growing their own food, promoting the cooking and eating of homemade meals, and reducing the amount of food wasted in the trash every single day. The need of community food education is important because it promotes a healthier lifestyle, it plays an essential role of building a community, and it helps to teach our younger generations the implementations of food wasting. Are you and your household willing to make a change by helping to educate your community about the choices of food they make when it comes to their diets, but do not know where to start from? There are many resources out there to help you start with this movement. Educate your community on food intakes and save many lives. Thank you.